हमारे साथ हैं मनन नारंग हैं और ये आपको एक छोटा सा, इट्स अ वेरी वेरी 10-15 मिनट्स ही विल टेक। क्वांटम जो पूरी की पूरी रेडीनेस है, क्वांटम सुप्रीमेसी है और कितनी इंटरप्रेन्योरशिप है उसके बारे में वो बताएंगे आपको। आप में से कितने लोगों को क्वांटम जो पूरी की पूरी क्वांटम कंप्यूटिंग है, ये होल आइडिया ऑफ क्वांटम रेडीनेस है, कितने लोगों को इसके बारे में मालूम है आप में से? हाउ मेनी ऑफ यू? देखिए कम हैं, यानी एक हमारे पास स्टूडेंट है, लेकिन जब आप यहाँ से लौटोगे आपको लगेगा कि ये बहुत ही महत्वपूर्ण है, स्पेशली फ्रॉम द पॉइंट ऑफ व्यू ऑफ एंटरप्रेन्योरशिप स्टार्टअप्स के लिहाज से। देखो दुनिया में 2-3 बड़े बड़े मज़ेदार मोमेंट्स हुए हैं। एक मोमेंट है स्पुतनिक मोमेंट कहते हैं उसको। स्पुतनिक मोमेंट हमेशा ऐसा था कि स्पेस की रेस थी। अभी मैं लंबा नहीं करूंगा क्योंकि उन्होंने लेना है। 57 वो एक बड़ा ट्रांसफॉर्मेशनल टाइम था, कोल्ड वॉर का टाइम था, कौन आगे बढ़ेगा, तो रशियंस ने उसमें लीड ली, वो बड़ा इंपॉर्टेंट था। उसी तरह से जो सिलिकॉन चिप है जिसने पूरी दुनिया, आप तो जानते हैं सिलिकॉन चिप की बात, 61 का टाइम था, उसने पूरी की पूरी दुनिया बदल दी। सिलिकॉन चिप्स आए और पूरी दुनिया बदल दी। और आपको मालूम है उसके बाद कंप्यूटिंग की दुनिया आई, कंप्यूटिंग ने कमाल किया। उसके बाद पीसीज की बात हो रही है, सारी चीज़ें, और अब ये पूरी कंप्यूटिंग की दुनिया है जिसके बारे में हम बात करते हैं, जो अभी रोबोटिक्स, एआई, ड्रोन, ये पूरी की पूरी चीज़ें उसी उसी जो पूरा का पूरा एक कंटिन्यूटी है, उसी में आगे बढ़े हैं। डिजिटल कंप्यूटिंग पिछले जितना हमको मालूम है ना, एक मूर साहब थे, गोल्डन मूर, उनके कुछ वो थे, वो कहते थे कि जो स्पीड है, आप पढ़ना उसको, मूर का जो वाला है, मूर्स प्रिंसिपल, एवरी 18 मंथ्स ऑफ टाइम जो स्पीड होती है वो हम कहते हैं कि डबल्स अप, क्योंकि जो नंबर ऑफ ट्रांजिस्टर्स हम कहते हैं कि वाला जितने हम बढ़ाते जा रहे हैं फ्रॉम एलएसआई टू आज आते आते हम VLSI से लेके XLI से लेके, तो इतना हमारा नंबर बढ़ गया है, तो हमारा जो प्रोसेसिंग पावर है वो बढ़ गई है। इसीलिए हमारे पास जो मशीन्स हैं, जो प्रोसेसर्स हैं, उसकी स्पीड बढ़ गई है। लेकिन देयर इज़ अ लिमिट टू दिस। आज हम जिस दुनिया में आ गए, और ये किस पे डिपेंड करता है, जो पूरी कंप्यूटिंग आज की जो कन्वेंशनल है वो किस पे डिपेंड करती है? जो हम कहते हैं वो बिट्स की बात करते हैं ना, बाइनरी डिजिट्स, जीरोज एंड वंस की। आप सब लोग टेक्नोलॉजी, इंजीनियरिंग, अलग अलग फील्ड से हो, जीरोज और वंस की बात करते हैं। जो स्टेट्स हैं ये दो, जीरोज वन, जीरो वन, और इससे हमारी पूरी कंप्यूटिंग चलती है। लेकिन जिस दुनिया में हम अब आ गए हैं उसके बारे में बात करेंगे, बड़ा महत्वपूर्ण है। वो क्वांटम की दुनिया है, और क्वांटम की दुनिया में ये स्टेट्स नहीं है, जीरो और वन वोल्टेजेस, ये नहीं है, ये एटम के लेवल पे बात हो रही है, प्रोसेसिंग। और जो एटम है वो घूम रहा है लट्टू की तरह, एटॉमिक लेवल पे बात हो रही है। तो क्या हो रहा है, वहां जीरो भी है, यहाँ जीरो और वन नहीं है, जीरो भी है, वन भी है, और क्योंकि वो घूम रहा है तो ऑल द पार्ट, कहीं पर भी कोई भी स्टेट हो सकती है। तो उसमें क्या है, इतने कॉम्बिनेशन है, वो सुपर इम्पोज है, सुपर पोजिशन है, वो पूरी की पूरी जितने उसके बारे में बात करेंगे कि जो सुपर पोजिशन है, तो उसकी जो स्पीड है वो कितनी बढ़ गई है, वो एक्सपोनेंशिएशन उसका है, इतनी स्पीड उसकी बढ़ गई है। हालत यह है कि इसी तरह का जो मैंने आपको बताया कि स्पुतनिक मूवमेंट था या सिलिकॉन मूवमेंट था, या तो अभी गूगल ने एक अनाउंसमेंट किया, आप इसको फिर गूगल में जाके गूगल करिए, 2017-18 की कुछ बात है, तो गूगल अनाउंस कि उसने एक ऐसा क्वांटम कंप्यूटर बनाया है जिसकी स्पीड इतनी है कि जितने पूरे सुपर कंप्यूटर जो एग्जिस्टिंग है वो 200 सेकेंड्स में काम होता है। इसी तरह से चाइनीज़ एकेडमी ऑफ साइंस ने मशीन बनाई, उसने कहा कि जो दुनिया के सबसे कॉम्प्लेक्स कैलकुलेशंस थे उसको करने में उसको कुछ ही सेकंड्स लगे, और जिसको अदरवाइज करने में थाउजेंड्स ऑफ ईयर्स लगते। तो सोचिए कि अगर हम इस देश में अपने को, ये जो क्वांटम कंप्यूटिंग की जो दौड़ है, अगर हम उसमें आगे नहीं आएंगे, देश पीछे हो जाएगा, हम टेक्नोलॉजिकली पीछे हो जाएंगे। क्योंकि वो लोग एनक्रिप्शन जो हमारा, जितना जो हमारा एनक्रिप्शन होता है, 1 मिनट में वो पूरा का पूरा आपके जितने एनक्रिप्टेड है, जितने कोड्स हैं, उसको ब्रेक कर देंगे। तो फ्रॉम सिक्योरिटी पॉइंट ऑफ व्यू, फ्रॉम सो मेनी अदर जितने हैं, जितने एरियाज हैं, उसको करने के लिए आपको क्वांटम सुप्रीमेसी चाहिए। गवर्नमेंट ऑफ इंडिया ने इसी वर्ष, पिछले वर्ष में उन्होंने केम अप विद अभी एक क्वांटम मिशन लॉन्च किया, बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट है, आप लोग इसको लेके आगे को जाइए, ये इसका उद्देश्य भी यही है। ये मिशन इसलिए इम्पोर्टेंट है क्योंकि हमको इस देश में क्वांटम रेडीनेस चाहिए। जैसे आप डिजिटली रेडी हैं आज, ऐसा ना हो कि जैसे वो लोग तैयार थे और हमको, जब मैंने व्हेन आई स्टार्टेड माय कंप्यूटिंग डेज मिड 80s में, तब हम लोगों को एक्सपी लेने के लिए लाइसेंस था और टाइम लगता था और डिकेड्स का टाइम हम पीछे हो गए थे। तो हमको इस सुप्रीमेसी में आगे आना है, हर लेवल पे समझना है कि किस तरह से करेंगे। उसके लिए 6000 करोड़ गवर्नमेंट ऑफ इंडिया ने पिछली बार दिए। यूनिवर्सिटीज, इंस्टीट्यूशन, जितने हमारे स्टार्टअप्स है, ये वाला भी है कि वी मस्ट पिकअप दिस थिंग, दिस रेडीनेस गॉट टू बी देयर। और आज मैं यहाँ से कहना चाहता हूँ यूकॉस से कि हमने, क्योंकि एआई रेडीनेस की तो हम बात कर ही रहे हैं, वी वांट टू क्रिएट 10,000 AI entrepreneurs in this state, especially women and girls, जिसके लिए हम जा रहे हैं। लेकिन साथ साथ में क्वांटम रेडीनेस के लिए भी हम मिशन लेके चल रहे हैं स्टेट का। और उसी सीरीज़ में आप लोगों को अच्छा लगेगा कि ये दिस यंग मैन मानन नारंग चीफ एग्जीक्यूटिव ऑफिसर हैं, और मुझे अच्छा लगा इनका सिलिको फेलर आपकी जिससे आप कंपनी इनकी है, उससे दिस यंग मैन इज ट्राइंग टू ब्रिंग अबाउट नॉट ओनली दिस, ट्राइंग टू स्प्रेड दिस मैसेज ऑफ क्वांटम रेडीनेस, बट टू टेक इंडिया फॉरवर्ड, नेशन फॉरवर्ड, स्टेट फॉरवर्ड, इंस्टीट्यूशन फॉरवर्ड इन टर्म्स ऑफ क्वांटम सुप्रीमेसी। थैंक यू वेरी मच। 15 मिनट का आपके पास है।
Hello. So hi everyone. Thank you so much for. I would like to thank Durgesh sir and UCOS for giving me this opportunity to present here, and every student that is here today. Those of you who know about quantum computing, those of you who do not know about quantum computing, I would just take about 15 minutes to tell you what actually quantum computing is, what we can do with quantum computing. So with that, I'd like to give you an introduction about the first quantum revolution. So what is the first quantum revolution? I want you to think in a new way right now, okay? So everybody is accustomed to seeing the world in their own way, right? So if I give you a red color lens, you will see the world is red, right? If I'll give you a blue color lens, you'll see the whole world is blue. So today I want you to think of in a new perception. I'm going to give you a new perception. So everybody believes that the world is classical. So what is classical? By classical, I mean there are two ways, classical and quantum. So the world is a quantum world in which we are living right now. And even the objects that we are using in our day-to-day lives, like the phones, right? The semiconductors, MRI machines, GPS, lasers, they all have quantum phenomena inside it, right? We smell, that is also quantum phenomena, because the world is quantum, right? And everybody still believes that the world is classical. So now this first quantum revolution started back in 1950s, right? So currently we have the second quantum revolution which is now coming up, which is being led by quantum computers. So now what is a quantum computer? It's a new kind of computer which is exponentially more faster than the current classical systems. So as sir said that Google had made a claim in 2019 that whatever we can do with classical computers or the computers that we are using today in 10,000 years, with quantum computers we can do that in just 200 seconds. So you can imagine how powerful this technology is and how it will revolutionize every single industry out there. Computers came in, right? They changed the whole world, automotive sector, healthcare sector. We use computers in our daily life. And as sir pointed out that everybody has their own limits, right? If I told you to calculate something in your mind and I gave you a big number, you won't be able to calculate. But a calculator can calculate that, right? And similarly, if I tell a very big number, a computer can do that. So similarly, where computers cannot come in, right? That is where quantum computers come in and we start to solve problems that we couldn't have thought that we could solve before, right? So first of all, what is quantum computing? Right, so I want you to remember three things over here and then we'll have a short activity to track. I hope all of you have your mobile phones with you and you have your internet that is working, so just check on that so that we can have something interactive. I would love to take your questions as well. So before diving deeper, I just want to give you a sense of what actually quantum computing is. So we know bits, right, ones and zeros. So what a quantum computer uses, they use quantum bits, right? Which can be both 1 and 0 at the same time. So now you tell me, how can you be in Delhi also and Dehradun also at the same time? Is it possible? No, right? But in the quantum level, it is very much possible, right? And we are extracting this quantum phenomena. It's called superposition. We are extracting this phenomena to create a machine that is called a quantum computer, right? So you can think of it as a globe, and the north pole is 0, the south pole is 1, and all the points on earth, for example, all the points on earth can be the states of a quantum computer. So it's not just 0 and 1, it is everything in between that 0 and 1, and we are using these globe, it's called a qubit, to do calculation. So it's a new way to calculate. You must have heard AND gate, OR gates while you were studying computer science, right? So now we have new gates. They are called X gate, Y gate, Z gate, Hadamard gate. So it's a new principle. It's not a new way, like it's not a way forward for classical computing. It's a totally new, fundamentally different way of calculating things. So now comes the important thing, like we have a threat that is looming upon us right now, that anybody can, since these machines are so powerful, right? So anybody can use a quantum computer and they can hack into your systems, they can hack into websites, they can into bank accounts, all those things can be done. So there's a big threat and we need to counter those threats, and for that we need an army of quantum software developers. And I believe if any one of you also takes a quantum science in their career, then I think this session is very good for us, right? So that is what I want you all to do, to understand the threat that is there, that with quantum computers we can break encryption because they are very much powerful. And recently, many countries have started working extensively on this. So these are the countries that are already equipped with quantum computers. USA has, Germany has, China has, and as sir pointed out that we have launched the National Quantum Mission. So very soon we will also have our quantum computer, right? So and for every quantum computer, what do we require is the whole infrastructure, right? The chips are required. So I'll tell you more about the chips as well. But there's a tipping point that comes now, and that tipping point is that recently Chinese researchers, they've claimed that we can use the existing quantum computers that are out there to break encryption, right? So now there's a very big threat that has loomed upon us, and that is why I want you all to start getting into this field as soon as possible, right? So many of you, we were talking about army yesterday, they want to do something for the country. So why not learn a new technology and start developing products, and if you want to become entrepreneur, start developing more of those products. So now we have to develop quantum computers in India, and as this whole session is about indigenous technologies, so very soon the demand for computers is not ending, the demand for phones is not ending. So similarly, the demand for quantum computers is also not going to end, right? And now is the right time for you to enter this so that we can develop indigenous technologies in the future. Some of you might start pursuing your PhD in quantum computing. Some of you might start an MTech in quantum computing, right? So the right time is now for you to enter into this field and explore it. Some of you may like it, some of you may not like it, but the whole idea is that we want to develop this technology in India, and we need people like you who can come in the future and start developing. So it's a long plan, but we start now, and the best time to start is today. So this is how actually a quantum computer looks like. So can we go back? How do we go back? Okay, anyways. So this is the chip that we've launched, and I've brought it for you today. So this is the India's first commercially available quantum chip, and we are working with the government. So this is one more. Yeah, so on the right hand side, you can see a short glimpse of how a quantum computer looks like. It's like it takes up this whole room, that it is so big, and computers in the 1980s were also very big, right? So similarly, these computers are also very big. They take up the whole room, and we need to develop them indigenously. That is the whole idea, and we are developing the chips that go inside the quantum computer, which are the heart of a quantum computer. So every computer requires a chip, Intel chip, AMD chip, right? So similarly, we want to develop these chips in India. So this is one component that we are developing, and similarly, there are more and more products that we need to develop in India. And our chip was recently launched on 15th of December alongside ISRO scientists and the Ministry of Electronics. So secretary was himself there. So it's a 4-qubit quantum chip. Thank you. So it's a 4 qubit quantum chip. So currently the world has reached to 1000 qubits, right? So it's, even though for us it's a big achievement, but we need to get there, and people like you will be helping us get there. So the race is towards 10 lakh qubits, right? And right now where the world is just 1000 qubits, right? So if you'll see that there is still time for us to take a quantum leap, right? And we need the support of all of you to make sure that in the next few years, if we win this race, it's like a race that is happening, we'll be the third largest economy by 2027. So that is the goal that we have set for us. So these are some of the use cases that we can work on for green energy, advanced weapons, weather prediction. Everything can be simulated using quantum computers. Like, what is the actual way to do things is quantum mechanical, since the world is quantum. So we need to use quantum computers to do computing, not the traditional computer. So very soon we'll shift towards quantum computing. So now for you all who are enthusiasts who want to get into this field, so how can you learn quantum computing? These are some of the problems that are there. The accessibility issue is there. Then it is very complex. People get scared when they hear quantum, but I hope you must have watched Marvel movies, Avengers, or movies like that, which have those quantum phenomena, like Ant-Man is there, right? So just to exquisiteness for you to understand what is quantum, you can start by going through these movies, and then once your interest is established, then you can start getting more and more deeper into quantum, right? So this is a mobile application that we have also developed apart from the chip. So we've brought quantum power in our pocket. So you can go to the Play Store, and I would like you all to take out your mobile phones if possible, and you can just scan this application and download the application and start learning quantum, right? So at the end of this, there's a small a test will be there, and all of you that are present here today will be able to get the certificate from us that you have started the basic of quantum computing. So I hope you can download the app. The course is Basics of Quantum Computing, which I've just explained you right now. So take up that course, watch the session if you want. Otherwise, there's a small test that is there. If you can just complete that test, you'll get a certificate from us. You can post it on LinkedIn, and that will be your start to the quantum journey. And we can also track that how many of you are interested and how much progress you are making in your journey. So we can then take you out and give you internships in our company, and provide you opportunities at other companies as well. IBM, Tech Mahindra, TCS, everybody is doing quantum now. So for you, it's a very good opportunity because the demand for quantum professionals is there, and it's going to be people like you who will get paid, and the jobs are also high paying, right? Because quantum computing is very expensive. So if you learn this skill now, you will get a very high paying job at a very early point in your career. So these are some of our success stories. We've gone so far in multiple colleges. We've delivered sessions and taught people about quantum computing, what it is, how it works. So this is with VIT University, Sharda Group of Institution, Baba Farid. We've gone to multiple colleges and people have started learning from us. That is something that we have seen. So yeah, if anybody wants to talk to us, do reach out to us. We're incubated by the Data Security Council of India at NASSCOM in Noida. So we are already supported by the government and the National Center of Excellence in Cybersecurity and Entrepreneurship. So if you have anything, do reach out to me, and I'll be happy to answer all your queries. Thank you so much, guys. Thank you. Any questions anybody has? So much, everyone. It was nice talking to you all. Thank you.
थैंक यू मनन. वेरी इंटरेस्टिंग लेक्चर ऑन क्वांटम रेडीनेस, बिकॉज आने वाले समय में क्वांटम ही है जो अब धीरे धीरे हम बढ़ते जा रहे हैं. सो ए गुड राउंड ऑफ अप्लॉज टू मनन. Very interesting lecture, and I would like to request our DG sir to give up a brief moment to Mr. Naran. Kindly, sir, on the stage.
Quantum is the way forward. Come this side. I'll also loan you with a quantum cap. India needs young men like you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much.